guys, Ray from VIAIR. Today I'm going to be testing out and reviewing a battery charger. It's called a Tornado 30,000. Woo! From a company called TOPDON. They've been after me a while to review some of their stuff. I thought this would be an interesting thing to review for RVers especially because it does multiple types of batteries. It's able to do a lithium battery, and it's able to do lead acid batteries, 6-volt golf cart batteries, 12-volt batteries, and 24-volt batteries. It also can be a power supply, either 12-volt or 24-volt. So you could actually hook it up and power things. I'll be doing tests with that. I'll also be doing charging tests with the various different batteries. Just have a quick look at their features here. It says 12 charging modes. You got 12 volt 30 amp normal, 12 volt 30 amp lithium, 12 volt repair, which is kind of like an equalization mode for lead acid, 24 volt at 15 amp, 24 volt 15 amp cold AGM. I guess that's something that AGM batteries may need. 24 volt 15 amp lithium, 24 volt repair, 16 volt or 6 volt 15 amp normal and repair, and then you've got a 12 volt 30 amps power supply and a 24 volt 15 amp power supply, and there's also a 12 volt 10 amp charging mode for lead acid. All the different batteries there: wet, gel, MF, cal, EFB, AGM, and Li-ion. Able to charge batteries from 50 amp hours to 1000 amp hours, including cars, trucks, boats, tractors, RVs, and more. And down here we have 9-step smart charging. Automatically adjusts charging current and voltage, thereby making it safer and more energy saving and efficient. So the stages are diagnose, pre-charge, bulk charge, analyze, maintain, desulfation, soft start, absorption, recondition. So yeah, it looks like a pretty sweet battery charger. Let's put it through its paces and we'll charge some batteries and try powering some stuff up in this video, and then I'll keep it and use it for several months and come back with a longer term review on it. You don't get much in the package, just this. There's about a 6-foot cord there. This is around 6 feet. It's got a plug, a keyed plug, and it plugs into these jumper cable alligator clamps there. I guess other things can maybe be purchased as an option, maybe ring connectors or something. And then we have a manual. Looks quite thick, but it's got probably about 20 different languages in it, so it's really only 5 or 6 pages long. Anyway, let's get to it. Plug her in. Oh, come on. And then I guess the mode you're in flashes. Each time you press the mode button, it goes to different things. It also can do 6-volt batteries, so that's handy for people that have golf cart batteries. It'll charge at 15 amps for those. And then we've got the 30 amp mode, normal, lead acid, lithium, or repair. And then there's also a normal lead acid 10 amp mode. And then we have, for 24 volt systems, there's a 15 amp charging mode that has normal, cold, lithium, and repair. And then up here we have supply, 24 or 12. Let's just put on 12 volt here, and I'll turn it on. There we go. So it's showing 13.5 volts on my meter. Turn that supply on and off. Let's try the 24 volt. And about 26, 27 volts. So cool. Seems to work pretty good. Pretty simple, easy to use. And when you're charging in these modes, I think there's 9 different phases it goes through, so it's quite a sophisticated little charger. Everything's automatic on it. Let's get to testing it. Let's try this macerator pump. So we got her hooked up here, set her for 12 volt supply. Yeah, it works pretty good. That'll definitely do the job. Next, I got it hooked up to my VIAIR air compressor. So this thing max draw is 30 amps. It actually has a 30 amp fuse in it. So this thing should be able to run it. Okay. Just give her a test here with the air. Whoa. Voltage went to 0. Got a caution symbol here that lit up and the voltage quit. So for some reason it doesn't like that compressor. Yeah, as soon as I start putting air, this thing quits. Weird. Not sure if this thing must draw some maybe super quick spike. This thing cuts out its protection circuit, but that's definitely a fail for that with that air compressor. That's a shame. Okay, next let's do some charging tests. I got a couple different lithium batteries here. I'll start with this one, 12 volt battery. So I'll set this onto 12 volt lithium mode and press OK. Fires up. Check the current here. Looks like we got 13.3 volts, around 7 amps. There we go. So it's made a step up to a little over 15 amps. 13.48 in the volts. And another step up, 23.7 amps, 13.6 volts. And there we go again, 31.8 amps, 13.7. So, as advertised, 30 amp charger, actually slightly more than 30 amps, going into this lithium battery. Let's try it with a different one. Okay, much the same. This one got up to 32. Nope, backed off again. Briefly went to 32, then backed off. Seemed to go to around 7.5, 15, 24, and then 32. So it's like it went up in 25% stages, but now it's backed off again. Possibly because I think this battery is getting pretty close to full. Maybe what I'll do is run this one down a bit and we'll do a retest on that. It seems to briefly touched up to over about 32 amps and then back down to around 24 amps. And the voltage is higher than that other battery. It's up to 13.8. So that's my feeling that this one's got a higher charge on it. So I'll run it down and retest it. Okay, we'll try it again. I took some juice out of that battery. Started about 7.5, now 15. We go around 23. Okay, so I guess that was it. It was a little too charged. So I guess near the end it reduces the amperage as it gets closer to being full. Next, let's do a test of the 24 volt charging of these lithium batteries. Mode, lithium. Yeah. There we go. Showing 3.72 amps right now. Now, after a minute or so, it's ramped up to 7.75. And now we're up to pretty close to 12 amps. We're not getting the full 15. Oh, there we go. I lie. 15.85 amps. Check the voltage here. 26.96, basically 27 volts. So yeah, 24 volt charging works, 15 amp mode. So seems to work quite well charging lithium. I have tried also lead acid, and it worked at 30 amps and 10 amps. And I also did attempt to do the repair mode. A friend of mine has a truck, the diesel truck, and his batteries were giving him some trouble. Or kind of sometimes this truck wasn't starting. So we pulled the batteries out and we ran it through the repair mode there. I'll just give you some footage of it in action. What it basically did is it started, some of his batteries were in like 11.5, 11.7 volts. And over the course of about, must have been 8 or 9 hours, it would pulse and slowly give it about 4 amps or so back to 0, and the voltage would pulse, and that would slowly go up until it was putting out close to about 15.5 volts, and then it would complete its cycle. So we put it back in his truck and it seems to have started fine. He's going to test it out for me and report back. But anyway, that's kind of cool. It has the repair mode. I guess it does, you know, like an equalization of lead acid batteries. Well, at the 7-hour mark and it's still going. I can see it's peaking out around 15.3 volts. I think I read that it goes up to 15.5 volts when it's doing the repair mode. Well, there you go. Look at the Tornado 30,000 battery charger in action. It's a pretty cool little unit. I like the size of it. Very easy to use. It does a lot of different functions and a lot of different batteries. It's not cheap. I think it goes for somewhere around $2.99 or something like that. So you could get a converter charger probably cheaper if you just wanted to use it just for charging lithium or lithium lead acid. But it's kind of neat that it also has, you know, the built-in repair mode, equalization mode, and also does 12 and 24 volts. So it's kind of an all-around charger. What I'm going to do is I'm going to keep it and keep using it. I think I'm going to incorporate it into my truck box, my DIY truck box power station that I'm building. So this will give me another way to charge. I have solar and I have a DC to DC charger, but I can use this when I'm on shore power to charge up the batteries in that system too. So it'll get more use, and also I'll figure out other ways to use it and come back and let you know how it's going. Overall, everything's worked except for that one failure with my my DC air compressor pump. That was kind of strange. Until next time, Ray from LoveYourRV.com. Thanks for watching, everyone. Cheers, guys.